What is up? What is up? What up, West Coast Birds? Got a special guest today. We got Mike. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the show.
What's going on, guys? Big Mike here. Eagle fan.
That's right. That's
Eagle
right.
fan. You know,
So today we're gonna get to know Mike a little bit better, and then also we're going to be going over some of the NFL leaks. Don't quote me, but don't shoot the messenger. We're just trying to relay the message. So let's see. Before we get into the questioning, we'll talk about one of the leaks right now, and we'll go ahead and let's start in the first one. So we'll talk about the we got the Falcons week 1, and my personal opinion, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not really feeling that game. I was more hoping that it was going to be the Giants because I believe there was a little bit more hype to it. And hold on a second. Hey guys, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and improve StreamYard. That way I could show your name on the comment because somebody just sent a message. It just tells me Facebook user, but do me a favor and go ahead and approve StreamYard so I can see who you are and that way I can give you the feedback. But whoever that is, what's up? So I was more amped because of the whole we're getting a lot of beef with the Giants fans, and I was really hoping to open up with the Giants because I think there would have been a lot of good hype for it. I'm not so hyped with Atlanta. It doesn't mean Atlanta. That game, that's going to be more of like a huge preseason game. Matt Ryan has more experience over Jalen Hurts, obviously. And then they got their new toy, Kyle Pitts, so it's basically an opener of who's going to bring out their shiny toys and who's going to have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I was hoping for Giants, but we didn't get the Giants. But what's your opinion about that?
this is one of those games where I never feel comfortable going to Atlanta. Throughout the years, it's kind of one of those things with Atlanta that when they're here in Philadelphia, well, I can't say here because I'm not in Philadelphia, but when they are in Philadelphia, we beat them. But when we go to Atlanta, it's just like we just cannot beat them in Atlanta. So it's a trap game, definitely, to start the season off. I can't say too much about it, but it's definitely a trap game. I'm hoping things are different. But during the Matt Ryan era, I don't think we have beat them in Atlanta at all.
Yeah, we seem to have we get the chicken pox going out there. Something bad in the water. They're getting some faulty hot wings out there. Maybe they're just putting a little bit too much sauce in it, and they don't feel too good in the next day when they get ready to play or something. We got some bad juju going on in Atlanta. I definitely feel you on that. And then also, let's go ahead and talk about we got the leak for the Raider game, and I just looked at booking.com, whatever hotels, wherever you're going, but hotel rates are outrageous. So
football's back, baby.
Yeah, Vegas already trying to collect their money for being shut down and all that. So the only thing that we got to check out, I know Philly announced that is it going to be half for like the Sixer games? They said they're going to be at half capacity. Was it this one?
Well, Philly's going to completely open up June 11th. But as far as Sixer games right now, I'm not sure as far as capacity wise, but I think they're a little bit above 25% in there right now. I think it's maybe like 40%. But as of June 11th, it's going to just completely be open in the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah, so Vegas, Vegas has been opening up a little bit from the last time I went. And it seems like it's getting more things that are going to start opening up, and so I'm wondering when Vegas is going to announce, when they're not necessarily fully opening up the whole city, or the whole state, but when they're going to announce the stadium capacity, if it's going to be half full, whatever.
Well,
I'm
well,
assuming it should be full, but
well. Yesterday, the Eagles announced that they're going to have it at capacity.
right.
Yeah, so I mean, for the ones who are in Philadelphia, they won't have a problem for the season at all.
Yeah.
But as far as Vegas, I'm only assuming Vegas would as well, just based off of like how you said. I went to Vegas 2 months ago, and they were for the most part completely open, and said that they were going to try to reopen fully as of April. I'm like I said, don't quote me like how you said earlier. So. But I'm only assuming by October, if things are not bad, that they'll be fully open.
Right. Yeah, it's just I feel better. I mean, I was talking to a friend of mine, and depending on how outrageous the tickets are going to be, 250, if we're going to go past, because it's already going to be expensive just being out there, and if the tickets are past about 3, it's going to be kind of tough. But I'm going to be down there regardless, man. If the tickets are that outrageous, I'd rather just use that money and just find a nice spot to view the game. There's some hotels that got the big screen and all that. I'm down with that. Chill with the Eagle fans who didn't go, but even if you don't make it in the stadium, I feel that you could still make it out there. Everybody, because we, we don't get to play the Raiders that much, get to check out everything. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm talking to some Raider fans that are out there, so get to meet some of the crazy Raider fans. I mean, you already know how Eagle fans and Raider fans. That's like working in the chemical lab. You just try to mix things together, and then you get that one that just like, pow. That's kind of like how it is. The Eagle fan, we crazy.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And I trust me, I've experienced living out here long enough to see how Raider fans is. Now, I will say that I still don't think they're as crazy as Eagles fans, but they are crazy. So
Yeah. Um, so let's get into some of the questioning, and we'll definitely go back to some of the other games that we did here, and then go over that schedule. But let's get to know Mike a little bit. So you're a family man.
family man, married for about 8 years, 3 kids.
Okay,
They're all smaller. I have an 8-year-old, a 4 and a 3-year-old.
great. Shout out to them for holding Daddy Mike down. Because when the Eagles are, not doing so well, Dad's not doing so well.
Man, I swear it says like your whole week is terrible when the Eagles lose. I swear it is.
All right, and so wifey's backing you up. Is she down with the birds too?
She's down with the Birds because her husband's down with the Birds, but she
Right.
doesn't big football fan like that though. But she's
The sport.
yeah, she supports. She just bought me this Eagles jacket that for our anniversary last year that I didn't get an opportunity to really wear out and about just based off of the COVID and everything. But yeah, she supports. She gets me a lot of Eagle gear when she can.
That's awesome. Shout out to the family.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Crazy. Give me a crazy event that you went to, sports event. It could be Eagles, or maybe family event, or maybe you were at a softball game or something, and big old brawl happened. Tell me something crazy that happened.
Well, actually, it was an Eagles game.
Okay.
This was maybe I'm gonna say the early 2000s. We still had Donovan McNabb. This was like I think it was either 2000 or 2001. It was right before we started actually going to the playoffs back to back to back to back. But anyway, it was probably I'm assuming it was either the Giants or a New England game. We were playing one of those teams, and the New England fan was talking trash at the vet. This is when the Eagles still had the vet stadium, and about 5 or 6 Eagle fans jumped this New England fan because you come in there, you talking trash, and New England won that game. So he came in there talking trash, and it was just one of those bad timing where he probably never been to an Eagles game and didn't know what to say. Yeah, they jumped him pretty badly, and they ended up having to build a jail cell at the vet at the time to hold different people. And yeah, the police came. They had to arrest everybody, including the guy that got jumped, and they took them all down to the so it was probably one of the worst times that I've been. I've been at ones where people have been arguing and going back and forth, or people throwing food or items onto the field. But that one where they just kind of jumped him, it was a bad situation.
Yeah, I totally feel you on that because when the Eagles went to Los Angeles, I mean, it was even when we went to Carson. It was pretty wild. I'll go into that real quick. So the first time when we went, it was crazy because this was my actual first NFL games when the Eagles played the Chargers in Carson.
Oh, so okay.
I got. Oh yeah, cool. I got there kind of early. We went with shout out to Juan. I'm gonna definitely get him on the show. Shout out to Juan. He had a friend or co-worker that literally just lived across the street. So we just stood there, parked in the driveway and all that, and we just walked across the street to the Home Depot Center. Mm-hmm. And so we got there kind of early, and we seen a fellow Eagle fan just, walking by himself. And he's like, hey, what's up? And we're like, hey, what's up? And he's, hey, man, can I join you guys? Of course, man, Eagles fan. Let's go walk together. So we walked there, and there you can see the line already going. The line's getting big to get inside, and then so they start coming in, right? And then we were just like cheering. I had my "Roll the Philly Blunt" sign. I was all hyped up.
I'm gonna let you finish the story, but I have a funny story from that game as well.
All right, so I'm with my sign and all that, and mind you, I know some people, but not I didn't know everybody. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Chris Aaron. He's the prez of SoCal family. Mm-hmm. And so I noticed he was with some peoples that we know. So we start following him, and I see Charger fans following him, and they're honking the horn, flipping them off and all that stuff. And mind you, this is like 8, 7, and us early. It was this. No one was barely there.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, are we really gonna throw down in the parking lot already? I was like, already? No one's even here. This is gonna happen. So, and they were in this little Corolla or something. I see Chris roll up, so they all get out, and more Eagle fans came out and stuff, right? So it was about to go down. It was going to be a rumble right there. I was like, man, I'm going to go to jail. My first tailgate already. Like Eagle fans fighting Charger fans. So Chris comes out, and mind you, I don't really know Chris that well yet, and he's just ready to just rumble, man. So here come the sheriff, 2 sheriffs, right? I'm like, damn, this is all bad. This is not how you start the friggin' tailgate, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, we told him, I said, hey, dudes, these guys they're acting a fool. They're the ones coming at us, flipping us off and trying to get the F out of here, blah, 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 and trying, look like you try to run us over and stuff in this dang car, man. I'm like, come on, man. That's too much. You're doing, if you're trying to run over people, you're doing too much. Mm-hmm. So sheriffs get there, and it was this black gentleman, and he starts saying, calm down. All right, everybody calm down. He said, I got you. I said, we thought he was kind of like telling us like it was our fault and stuff. He said, no, calm down. I got you. We're like, was like, what the sheriff saying he's got us. I mean, okay. So then I'm like, so he gets that Charger fan, gets him out of there and all that stuff. They had to leave, right?
Oh wow.
So sheriff turns around. He said, "Don't, I got you guys, right?" He pulls out his keychain.
Oh, it's the Eagle fan.
Yeah, it's the Eagles landed. We're like, and dude, after that, it was
Oh
on.
man.
It was beers start. It was on. I got pictures with him to that day. I have pictures with him. Man, cool dude, and we were just. He was like our sheriff, so I was like, you stay right here with us, and he was cool as hell, man. I mean, I wish now that I think about it, well, maybe I could go to that photo and zoom in to his badge or something, and give him that shout out. That
Yeah.
but man, and so after that, dude, and it was crazy because it was even a stretch just getting there. It was I surprised my wife. So this is everything's so new to us. So we didn't really have. We were kind of like strapped for cash. I was just excited just to be there and enjoy. This is all new to me, man. So
Super Bowl year too, man. That's what made it even more memorable because it was Super Bowl year.
Yeah, and I met so many great people, and I still talk to them to this day. Took many pictures, and I said, hey, I got $5. Can I get a beer? They're just like, look, man, put that away. What? You ain't gonna give me no money. I said, no, man, come on, man. He said, he's like, dude, I ain't accepting that money, and it was just like, I was like so taken back, but I was like, man, this felt so awesome. And then, I always pay for it now. And when I see my Eagles brothers, sisters, and they need, if I can help them, or we at a restaurant or something like that, and there's no room, or if we're at the pizza joint and there's nowhere to sit, I try to see if I could arrange something or come join us or something like that. But it was just like so humbling. Like that's why big shout out to Chris Aaron, SoCal Eagles family. And Sean, there's so many. There's just so much love that I felt, and it just goes on, man. And that's not just being a fan of a football team, but just being a fan of fans, the fandom. Just that's a whole nother thing. I'm like, dude, like I talk to so much people all over, and it's awesome. I embrace it. Like meeting you. You came up through. I mean, I don't even know how. Like you came up somehow, and you're in the West Coast Birds, and here we
met
are.
through Jesse. I can't think of Jesse's name. He lives out here in Montana.
Jesse Mesa.
There he is. There,
Yeah.
Jesse. But it's funny. What's so funny? That's why I was gonna let you finish that conversation because I've met you without knowing who you were prior to that. I met you at that game, and the Charger game.
Okay, all right.
So that particular day, me and a buddy of mine, we end up getting out there around 10 in the morning to do the tailgate and everything. Because I told him, I said, look, man, you've never experienced an Eagles tailgate before. And he was like, yeah, man, yeah. I said, so we got to get up there early, so that we can be good. He's like, oh, well, we got to stop, get something to eat. I said, don't worry. We ain't got to do that. We going to eat at the tailgate. He's like, what do you mean we're going to eat at the tailgate? I said, trust me, we're going to eat at the tailgate.
Okay.
So as we got down there, it was just nothing, like I said, it was nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like, oh, we all representing this. It's all love at this point. So it was the funny part is we didn't even have our tickets yet. Mm-hmm. So we were just kind of going on a whim, and we were going to buy tickets when we got down there. By the time we got down there, the box office, I believe they didn't open until like 11 or something like that. So when we found out, tickets were like $350. I was like, nah, man, we're not doing that. So we ended up, long story short on that part of it, we ended up buying some tickets from Scouts, but we didn't even really buy the tickets. It was one of them things where the people that worked there were just making money on the side and just got us in there. So we had to find our own seats once we got in there. So we paid like $100 and just, they let us in, and he was like, look, just if people come and say that's their seats, you just got to move. I was like, hey, I'm fine with that. The stadium's so small. So,
right.
And I knew that from other people. They was like, hey, the stadium's small. No matter where you sit at, you got a good seat unless you're sitting behind the end zone. It's still close at the end of the day. I was like, okay, cool. But the funny part about the whole meeting you thing is we were walking by and you guys were kind of parading a little bit, and you were in the front of the line with the roll of Philly Blunt poster, and I was like, oh, go Birds, and you put the sign up, you was like, go Birds.
Yeah, I remember
we met,
that.
but we didn't really meet,
Okay.
at the same time. But the
Yeah.
sign was so particular that
Right.
I remember it, like, oh, okay. And I think we took a picture of you, me and a buddy, but I can't find that picture anymore. I gotta go through my pictures from that game, because I've been to, 2 other games out here since, which was the Rams and the 2 Ram games, I guess you could say. So
that's awesome, man.
yeah.
So that's how I met. Shout out to my boy George right there. That's how we met too. He was there at the Carson.
Okay. What's up, George? How you doing, brother?
And then we got Philly Ace in the building. Philly Ace 21. What's up, brother?
What up, Philly Ace?
Thank you for tuning in, man. He's another up and coming YouTuber. Go sub him up. Go check him out. Bleeding Green, just like all of us here. And we're just trying to grow, man. It's just that Philly talk, and listening to Mike is just like so many, just hearing the things that he remembers and seeing me, it's just like it's just awesome, because we're just gonna continue to grow, and Birds game for life, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Yeah, we definitely going to the Vegas. I know you are. Shoot, I mean, I might have to just be in a Momo. I might have to do the old school thing, but I'm just gonna be there no matter what. I'm gonna be there, man. I'm gonna be there. If I have to sleep in my car or truck, I'm going to be there. I might have to pull up a tent or something, or I'm just gonna have to be drinking Red Bulls all night and just stay awake for the whole weekend and stuff. But I will be there. West Coast Birds is gonna show up. It's just gonna be awesome, man. I'm so hyped for that game, more than that season opener. I'm more hyped for that Vegas game.
I will say, with all of it, I do hope that the Eagles are formidable. I hope that we at least win 2 of those games prior to getting to Vegas, because it will suck if we are winless. When I leaked that on Facebook about that schedule, a lot of people weren't too happy about the first 6 games that we played. So,
man, this is all going to be in a work of progress, and if Jalen Hurts is the guy that I think he is, this is going to be fun, man. This is going to be fun. This is going to be. I'm really hyped for Jalen. I really want him to be, the talk of the town, and I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to take 2 steps forward and 5 back, because Jalen's not who we thought he was. So I'm really hoping that the hype is real on him. He fine tunes what he needs to, and that's that. I know the question, and listening to Dave Sabedero and all that, they're just more like, oh, he's got to be a pocket passer, and you're not going to win games running for your life and all that stuff. But the thing is that there's a way to do it. There's a smart way to do it, and I believe both can be accomplished.
It's going to come from coaching, and a lot of these critics that's talking about Jalen Hurts, like, we just gotta, the same excuse that they had for Carson is this, they gotta also give the same excuse for Jalen Hurts. But they have to also remember Jalen Hurts did what we wanted Carson to do, which is be able to read the fact that if he does not have the proper blocking, that he needs to move. At one point in time, Carson Wentz was the number 1 quarterback when on the run, and when it came to completions, and he just strayed completely away from that. And that's what was one of the things that I was happy that Jalen Hurts brought to the game, If you don't have proper blocking, then you have to use your ability. And so the critics say, "Oh, well, he can't run," and all the time. It's like, yeah, we know that, we know, but people also got to remember we got a deadly backfield right now when it comes to Sanders and Hurts. And so our run game is definitely going to be really good. It's just mostly, the passing where we hope that he's going to be good. And one of the other facts that a lot of people don't understand or don't bring to mind is that we were the number 2 offense during the time that Jalen Hurts was our quarterback. Our starting quarterback, we were the number 2 offense in the league. So that is big. That is really, really big. That shows that our defense wasn't as good as we wanted it to be. So when everybody coming back healthy, hopefully we can, hopefully we can do what we could do.
Yeah, and Brooks and Lane Johnson and it's very hard to judge because of the catastrophe that happened. I can't fully invest in it because it was so god awful.
Yeah.
And even the defense on the Cardinals game, I mean, what was it? Michael Jacket? What's his last name? Jacket?
Which game? You said the Cardinals game?
Yeah, remember we lost like Slay, like all their corners were gone.
Oh yeah.
Michael Jaquet. Oh, it's Jaquet, right? Jaquet.
Yeah. And we and we barely lost that game.
Right, I'm telling you. I mean, just Eagle fans, go watch that game and just see how kind of like he was. It was a very winnable game. It wasn't like Jalen went out there and just got smacked around. Now I know the Cowboy game was a different story, but we also got robbed with that he was down or whatever. Remember, Jalen's knee was down with the ball, and they said it was a fumble. Like that was, you know what? Dallas always gets those type of calls with us,
especially in Dallas.
Yeah, they always get that. So it is what it is, man. And to be honest with you, we could have been in the playoffs, but with that catastrophe, it was so messed up that we could have just messed around and still got in, but it just didn't happen because the whole black cloud that was raining on us was just terrible, man. It was like nobody. I don't even think Jim Schwartz was feeling anything. He was just out there just to be out there.
Yeah, I mean that whole regime. It seemed like it was time to slightly press a reset and from our quarterback to our coach. I wasn't too big on getting rid of Doug as far as him as the head coach, but I think that now that I had some time to kind of sit on it and think about it, it was probably best to kind of move forward in what we needed to do, and maybe start fresh, start something new. But yeah, I totally agree with nobody was feeling it. Nobody was feeling it.
Right. Okay. Here's let's get some more of these questions out of the way. Let's see. This is my fun one. I'm 2 for 2. Let's see what Mike says. Does pineapple go on pizza?
No.
Oh, he's my first no. He's my first no. So why the no, man? What? Tell me why. Why the no?
I'm not big on even with like my burgers or my hot dogs. I'm not big on sweet on my food.
All right.
So that's why it's not for me. It's not doesn't go on there.
All right, man. I was trying to go for three for three, man. Mike,
yeah, you weren't gonna go too far with that one.
All right. We're gonna do a fun one right here.
All
right. Okay, you're on a boat. You could save one, and you could throw a life jacket to. The other one's just drowning. Okay, these gentlemen are Brian Westbrook, Shady McCoy, Deshaun Jackson.
So basically I could throw a life jacket to one of them.
Mm-hmm. And one's coming on the boat.
And one's coming on the boat.
And one's gonna he's gonna be the Titanic thing, the Jack, Jack You're gonna have to do the Jack thing.
Ooh. You know what? I was going to say Eagle fans are going to hate me for it, but as I started thinking about it, I would probably say Westbrook onto the boat, and I
Okay,
would give LaShawn McCoy a life jacket. And I'm gonna tell you why. As much as I love Deshaun Jackson, he's been hurt so many times to where it's been a little disappointing. And so because of that, that's the reason why I made my decision. Westbrook has brought me so much joy as an Eagle fan in the 2000s, and LaShawn McCoy is probably one of our better running backs of all time. And so because of those two factors of both players, that's my decision.
Yeah, and then I'm kind of with you. I'm right there with you because sometimes, and I love Deshaun Jackson, but when he came back and did those things to us, and it was mocking us in the field, and he's scoring on, and then him just being on Washington. Oh God, and that almost did me pretty bad too when McNabb was on Washington, man. I that going to our rival, dude, that's just a no, man. It's just a no in my book.
Yeah, I get it, but McNabb got traded. To McNabb's defense, he got traded there, and then Deshaun Jackson, excuse me, he didn't get traded there, but the organization allowed Chip Kelly to make that happen. So you got to blame the Eagles for those two.
Shout out. Okay, so this is a kind of a fun one. This is my first time asking this question, so I'm kind of excited about it. Okay. So being that you've been in the East and now you're in the West, I want you to give me your top 5 rappers.
Wow. That's hard.
He's sweating already. Look at him sweat. He's sweating.
That's hard. because Jay-Z's my number one.
Oh, Jay-Z. I can't stand. I can't. I don't like Jay-Z, man.
Yeah, Jay-Z's my number one.
All right, Jay-Z.
Oof. And I'm actually go with who I really love listening to.
Yeah, so you can't be wrong. Your top 5.
I'm trying to think. Fabulous is probably in my top 5.
Fabulous. All right.
I'm trying to think. Kanye's in my top 5.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wayne is in my top 5.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah, and surprisingly, he's inched into my top 5 more recently because of just consistency the past 10 years. And he's not a rapper per se, but I think everybody know where I'm going when it comes to Drake.
Drake? Okay. I thought you were going to go Post Malone on me.
No, like I had to really think about if I had to sit down and listen to people whole albums or just their essentials as far as like their best work or whatever, from features to their own songs, then I have to go with all those guys. Like they have every single one of them have for me, they have a body of work that I can just sit back and just listen to and vibe out to. And there's a lot of other people, but if I had to say my top 5, that would be my top 5.
Man, you're lucky that Suge Knight and Snoop Dogg ain't listening to this interview, because man, he'd be like, "You got no love for the West? You ain't got no love for the West."
And the crazy part about it is, it's funny. It's the atmosphere, and a lot of people, I don't think they realize they're biased sometimes because of the atmosphere that you grow up around. Like, I listened to a lot of East Coast music, obviously, when I was younger. So as I grew up, my taste for a particular type of music, it had always been East Coast. When it came to West, I never got into that funky. What is the funk type of West Coast?
Funk.
What is G-Funk? There you go, the G-Funk. Wow, see, that's how I'm not big on it. But the G-Funk, I wasn't too too big on growing up. And so as I got older, I appreciated the mainstream songs of G-Funk, but when I actually listened to albums, weren't too much of a big fan. But I do love all the new West Coast artists now. I will tell you that. I love the sound of the West Coast now.
And you can't go wrong with Nate Dogg. Nate
Oh no,
Dogg,
Nate Dogg's a legend. Nate Dogg is a top 10 legend in my
yeah,
book.
he's just if you ever see his biopic, I don't know if I don't know how it's, I don't know if it's on YouTube or whatever. Go check that out, man. It's real interesting to know about the life of Nate Dogg. So, being that I don't really see any West Coast on the top five, who's your number one on the West? Who's number one
Hmm.
West Coast rapper to you?
Hey, let's see. Um, probably old Snoop. Old
Oh,
Snoop is probably my guy. Yeah, old Snoop. And what I mean by old Snoop is maybe before 2004.
so when you heard Snoop, where were you?
When I first heard Snoop, I was in
Yeah,
Philly. I
you're
lived
in
in
Philly.
Philly. Yeah,
So,
I mean, we showed a lot of love to Snoop when he came out. I mean, the West Coast was so, I mean, West Coast was mainstream music and in
right.
the early 90s. So, you had
Well,
no choice.
where does that where does that kind of put you in your where you were you in high school? Where were
No,
you at?
I was still, young. When Snoop
Yeah.
came out, I was still young. I was probably like 8 or 9.
Oh wow, yeah, you were really that was really you really thugged out 89 listening to some Snoop.
Well, that we growing up in the hood, man. That's all you hear.
Oh yeah,
you
no
know,
doubt.
you don't hear no like, some other stuff. You hear, hardcore rap, you know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of one of those things. My older brother listened to all of that. So he was more diverse when it came to hip hop at that time, just based off his age.
That's all. It's just like, see, I was in high school, so it was like the cool thing to do. Like, I mean, the West Coast rap was just coming like this, dude. You got Easy E, NWA, Tupac, Doctor. Like, it was just like this. You had so many choices. DJ Quick, um, another. I can't even think of his name right now, but another rapper that's from Pomona. Why can't I even think of his name right now? Um, you know,
With the long hair, I know you're talking about.
I don't know
Wow.
why I'm brain farting on that. I don't know why. But he does mix with Too Short,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff.
Why can't I remember his name? That's gonna make me mad too, because I know
I'm looking at it right now.
I met him a long time ago when uh I met him a long time ago. Gosh, what is his name? What is his name? What is his name? It's gonna bother me. Sugar Free.
Sugar Free. There you go.
Sugar Free.
Uh, Sugar Free is so he is so unique, man. He, I mean, just to be blessed like that, where it's just like so natural. So, I mean, there's you seen that video where he's just kicking it somewhere and he's just doing the beat on the table. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's just awesome like that.
And yeah, and don't get me wrong with my selections. I did listen to a lot of West Coast rappers. I just never, because I didn't grow on it, it just wasn't nostalgic for me. Uh,
Right.
but I still got a lot of respect, a lot of respect for them guys.
Yeah, I liked Big Pun. I wish he could have been. There's some underground tapes you can look, or he's some underground videos that we just like freestyling, and that's crazy how Big Pun just picked that up. Being Boricua and all, just out there in the streets, man. It's just crazy how who picks it up, the lingo and all that. It's crazy, But
Yeah, no, he was big in the East Coast, especially in New York. New York had this; they had a whole following for Big Pun. So, and I would say because there's a large Puerto Rican population in Philly as
Oh
well.
yeah, Oh yeah.
They loved Big Pun. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he was. I mean, he looked like he was just like a fun guy to be with. He looked like he was just ready to party, man. And
Yeah.
cool.
That's
All
a
right.
that was about to go into his death. I was like, man, that's a shame. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that was a fun one. I think I'm gonna do more of the top 5 rappers. I like that. Um. Okay. You got 2 choices. You either get to go back to your age of 18 years old and know the knowledge you know currently, or you get $1 million today. What would you do?
I take the million today.
All right, go and elaborate on that. Why would you take the million today?
Because I like how you said it, to know the knowledge that I have, if I have somewhat of capital to do with, and then I can, put some money to the side for my kids, I can build from there. Um, I've learned a lot when it comes to getting money and investing and doubling it, tripling it, and things like that. So it's just kind of more now of my knowledge. Now I wouldn't want to go back to 18. I
Yeah,
would I would just take the money now and try to
live
I,
your best life with it, huh?
well, not necessarily live my best life, but I would love to challenge myself now to go off the knowledge that I know, because if I go back, then there's too much stuff I would know, from the cell phones now to iPads and all the stuff that you can do. Um, this type of technology wasn't out when I was 18, so
Right, right.
say I could literally probably become a trillionaire, I guess, if you want to say that. But I think I would want to challenge myself with $1 million just to see if I can get to that same part of my life if I was to go back to 18 with the same knowledge.
All right, sounds good. I mean, I'm with you on that because I mean, me and you both don't know what's in store for us as
Mm-hmm.
far as when it's our time to go.
Mm-hmm.
So you being able to kind of like know that your kids will be good, your wife will be good, it kind of like takes you know, it's like a stress reliever where it just kind of you feel okay. You're not so worried because that's a big worry us men have is just not knowing how our kids are they gonna be safe? Are they gonna be okay? Because once dad is out, it's just there's always it's like you always have that one, and once you have kids and your family, your wife, men always have that worry just in the back of their head. It's just installed. It's like a microchip in our head that we just can't get rid of, not knowing.
And you ain't never said this more of a truth, man. I swear. It's the day I was talking to my wife earlier today. It gets hard because I'm a business owner, so I have my ups and downs with business, and today I just felt like I woke up on a bad, like not necessarily on a bad side, but just kind of more worrisome. Like, hey, it's been a little slow. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's kind of starting off slow, and
Mhm.
it's like you look for a particular part where you want to be at during the week or by the end of the week, and sometimes it could be that way and then all rush by the end of the week for me, or that week could just completely be slow and the next week be pretty big. So it's just kind of like it's a mental thing where you want to make sure that everything is okay, everything is good, and if something happened to me today, you want to make sure that everybody's good for tomorrow, outside of emotions. So yeah, no, I completely agree with you, man. I completely agree with you.
Thank you. Um, Top 5 Eagle players.
Now, I was hoping you didn't ask me this one. Um,
It's a green room, man. It's the green room. Got a tough
I'm such
question.
a I'm just such a fanboy, man. I'm gonna be honest with everybody when it comes to this. My top guy is always gonna be Donovan McNabb as of now.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan McNabb is my favorite Eagle of all time.
All
Um,
time.
because I in the 90s I was younger and I followed football like crazy. But he started to bring that joy when it came to being an Eagles fan. He brought the joy as an Eagle. And granted, he never won a Super Bowl for us, but he took us there. But a lot of people hate Donovan McNabb for his recent comments, but to go figure what he was right about, Carson Wentz wasn't the guy. And look at us now. But obviously I got my B-Dog. That's my second favorite of all time, Eagle. Nick Foles is my third. Nick Foles is my third Eagle of all time because he is the guy that took us over the top. He's the first guy that made me cry in sports. Just because of winning the Super Bowl, and I'll never get that Philly play out of my head if I wanted to.
Right.
Always go down in history as my favorite thing that transpired in Eagle history. I'm going to have to say Brandon Graham is my fourth. Brandon Graham he's just been all Eagles since he's been here. Just his mentality, even when you look at his interviews on how he's just like, look, we don't like Dallas, we don't like the Giants. Like, he's genuine with all of that. So I have a feeling like if he was to ever leave for like a year or two from being with us to finish his career, it would never be with anybody in our division. And my last,
hopefully he just stays an Eagle. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, hopefully he stays an Eagle. And then my last, and I know everybody's gonna be like, well, he's biased from 1999 to now, but that's just kind of how the cookie crumbled. But it's probably gonna have to be it's a lot of guys from Jenkins to T.O. Westbrook. Like the fifth one is really, really hard for me. But I'll probably go with Jason Kelce.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad list. The Brandon Graham, I don't know if you got to see, it was on Amazon when they did like a
I know what you're talking
about. And man, dude, and some people have met Brandon Graham. He's definitely somebody I would love to get an autograph from. I'm definitely gonna get, even if it's not from him personally, I do want his autograph in my house and be blessed with him. But he's so humble, like even seeing his family, like, dude, his daughter's smile it's like seeing him. It's like seeing that she's so happy, being in the stadium and all that. Like, he's just an all around good dude, man. I wish him nothing but the best. Like, he's just, I can't even if he's having a bad game, I can't even get mad at that.
He's giving you everything since day one.
Him trash talking on field, he's trash talking, and I see Fletch like, "Hey, calm down, man." But I love that energy. That dude, he is Philadelphia. That's what you got. The new players that are coming out, take note on Brandon Graham, on how and what we expect from a fan's point of view on how you should act as an Eagle when you're playing for the city of brotherly love. It seems like we're getting this bad stigma. It's still floating out there, the fans of this and the fans of that and all this stupid crap. But that's not real to me. I know what's real, and stuff like that. That's real. Shout out to Louis. He's already booked for Vegas.
I seen Louis comment earlier on Facebook about he was about to book his hotel. So yeah, shout out to Louis, man. I never met you, Louis, so I'm hoping that Raiders game or sometime this year during the games, I want to meet you guys. Yeah. We're gonna talk about getting together somewhere.
He's one of the OGs, man. That's Lou Bird right there.
I see Louis is Louis from Philly? He got the Sixers jersey on too.
he's just representing he's just representing Philly, man. He's like
Repping the city. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, Lou.
yeah, he actually gets jerseys too, man. That's a jersey he got. He gets a lot of cool stuff. He got some cool Dawkins.
Okay.
He's trying to get the um the Eagles basketball jersey. Summer coming up, so
Okay.
we see those. But yeah, Louis, he actually it was pretty cool because Louis called me up one day and he told me, "Hey, the Eagles news crew or I forgot what was back in the day, but this is like the McNabb Westbrook days and Deshaun and what's it called?" So they said, "Oh, this is when Hank Basket was getting married to damn, what's her name?
Playboy model.
Kendra, right?
Yeah,
Kendra.
Kendra. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is when he was getting married. So they were looking for West Coast fans, and this is from the Philly website. So I think he sent a video in, and they picked him. So they went to his house, and they did a whole little interview, and it was cool because Louis had a scion, and he had the eagle wings on the side, Deshaun Jackson's number on all that. So they
Oh,
interviewed him, especially being Hispanic and all that. They asked him questions of like how you became an Eagles fan, but it was cool. And I actually was in there. I got like 4 seconds of clips where you see my head popping in like a little kid trying to be in the video, trying to be all in the videos, like
that's
Sugar.
funny. How
Uh,
many Eagles games have you been to in your lifetime?
uh, I've only been to one, which was the home opener after we won the Super Bowl. So I got to see the banner drop.
Oh man, I know that was good. I know that
Uh,
was special.
yeah, that was like emotional, man. And Dawkins like did the whole introduction. Like, I wanted my wife to be there, man, because it was just like, man, that I was not prepared for that, man. That 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 was one roller coaster where you just watch it.
Emotions.
You just watch the game and like, because I was like, okay, if they win this game, we'll go here, watch it there. Okay, if they win this playoff game, we'll go here. If they, go to the Super Bowl, we'll go to Vegas. And then I'm like, if they win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna go to the parade. And that it was just so tough, man. Flights, like you have to be really on your game when it comes out to when it comes to when the Eagles are hot like that, when your football team is hot like that, you got to be prepared. You got to have money saved up because you're going like this. You got to get the bookings for the hotels ready, the planes. You got. I mean, shout out to the people that are way ahead of my game when it comes to being prepared like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a big thing, man.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Shout out to Louie out there. Thank you for tuning in, man. Make sure you leave a like, comment, share the page. Let's see if I'm almost done here with these questions. All right. Some advice. Give me some advice that you learned that you could share with us.
Advice. Never settle. Never settle. I've recently have learned that to make yourself happy, you never want to settle for what doesn't make you happy. And so if it does not make you happy, like I've come from a background that I think we only live one life, and so you want to fulfill it to the best of your ability. If not, you won't be happy, and we're not guaranteed afterlife and things like that. And so you want to be happy, be happy.
All right. That's definitely some good advice. And let's just do this. This will be a quick little fun one. This will be the last one. The wife wants a new house, or Eagles get another chip, another Super Bowl.
Is this a ever thing?
What do you mean?
So do the Eagles never win a chip, or is it just that?
No, like this year, either the wife wants a new house.
Oh, I get the wife a new house. My wife makes me happy. So
All right, good man right there.
so I gotta make sure
Eagle
she.
Nation, just don't get too mad at my boy Mike. All right,
I'm sorry, guys. I've taken a lot of beatings as an Eagle fan already, so I can take one more year. Because I don't have to. Yeah, I don't have to sleep with none of the Eagles. I got to sleep with my wife though.
I mean, the two rings does look nice though. It does look nice.
It does. But yeah, I gotta go home at night. So if that's what it is, then that's what it is. I gotta make the wife happy. Happy wife, happy life, right?
All right, so we're gonna hold you to that. You get the new house. We're invited, man.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so let's get more into the schedule. We're hitting that hour mark, so let's just dive into it. You got that schedule pulled up on you?
Yeah, let me bring it up on this computer real quick. So yeah, we talked about the Falcons as week 1. Week 2, we have the 49ers. So what's your thoughts on that?
Damn, didn't we just play that? We just played the Niners.
We played them last year, but
wait.
But in all the NFC divisions, we play them as far as the spot. We were last in their division.
Okay, so that's the last place schedule. So Niners.
Yeah. It don't feel like it now that they're getting everybody back healthy, but yeah.
Yeah, but they still they're kind of in the same boat as far as quarterback goes. I don't think they really buying into Garoppolo anymore, so that's a situation. And if you're gonna put in the young bull, I guess it'll be fun. I don't know if Hurts knows what's the gentleman's name that's they drafted, the Niners did.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. I don't know if Trey Lance and Hurts have met before, played against each other.
No,
but
they never played against each other. Hurts played. They're just two different conferences and two different divisions. He was. What division is North Dakota State? But yeah, they don't play no top college teams at all. So, I can't think of his what level the North Dakota plays, but yeah, it's not the same at all. No, but they never played.
Right. Let's see. I think that'll be a fun game. It'll definitely be like a test for us.
Mm-hmm.
See where we're at. So I like it. Shout out to CeeLo. He's a Niner fan, so we get to have that little rivalry thing going on. We get to talk that smack. And, yeah, I think that's gonna be a good game. Okay, yeah. So Niners, and then what you got next?
We got the Eagles at Dallas on a Monday.
Before we go on, Niners are going to Philly.
Yeah, Niners. I'm sorry, I should have said that. So Niners is coming to Philly.
Okay.
Now, okay. Week 3, we go to Dallas on a Monday Night Football.
Do you know Nikki Cunningham?
No.
She said, "What's up, jerks?" Like, we're nice. She must be a rival team. Okay, next game.
So next game, we are back home against KC, which is
what?
Yeah, we get Andy back. Andy comes back home to hopefully not embarrass us. So
yeah, that we're gonna take an L on that right there.
You got an L on that one. So the following week, we going to Carolina. So I got us winning that one.
Oh wait, so Atlanta.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we're going to beat Atlanta. I'm also going to say that we're going to beat San Francisco.
Woo!
Yeah. I'm a little confident on the team, but
I mean, you're not wrong for saying that, because they're still kind of, it's a toss up right there. I know the defense is stout and all that, but yeah, it's not like a walk in the park. And we beat him with Carson as playing as bad as he did.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got that. Let's see. And then I have, let's see, I have us losing to Dallas and I have us losing to KC.
She
And
said, I'm a Birds girl. All right.
then Rafi from the league. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you for tuning in. Please like and share.
um, what's
So
up?
we're going after KC. We got what?
After KC, we go to Carolina, and so
Woo! That's a winner. I'm
that's a winnable game. That's a winnable game.
right.
Um,
That's Bridgewater now, right?
no,
I
that's
mean,
Bridgewater's in Denver now. They
so
have Darnold.
it's oh my God. Even better. I like that.
Yeah, they got Darnold. So that's what I said. Even better.
All right.
Following week, we are heading to. I mean, we are heading back home to play Tampa on Thursday night. But we have a short week from playing Carolina. So we played Tampa Bay on Thursday night. Um, and then that's when they finally come to Las Vegas for in person look by us.
Yeah, hey Nikki, this is where did you get this schedule from, Mike?
I got this schedule off of I got the schedule off of Reddit, but they have it everywhere. If you type in keywords on like Instagram, like Eagles on Instagram, or keywords like Eagles on Facebook, it should be everywhere now. But for the most part, they're saying that this is an official. So as we're talking about this, everybody, just so that everybody knows that this is not official, but at
Right.
the same time, they're saying it's official. So I do need to put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
It could change as of 5:30, and it could be a game or two that's off. But as of right now, these are all of our opponents. So just so everybody know, these are our opponents. But as far as the schedule itself, it's not technically official.
Right.
As
Disclaimer. It's a disclaimer, guys. But
disclaimer, but like I said, it's pretty much everywhere. I know
right.
last year when it leaked, it was pretty official.
Right.
So I'm just kind of just going off a grain of salt that this is official as well, just so that everybody knows. So yeah, we are in Vegas, week 7, week 8. We
So
go to
It's Tampa and then Raiders.
Tampa's week 6, which is a Thursday night football game.
You know what's going to be cool about that? What Nikki just said is the fact that Jalen Hurts is going to be playing against the GOAT. So
Yeah,
that is going to be some great experience for Jalen Hurts to. That's going to be a really telling game for us fans to see where his mindset is at as far as being, is he gonna welter under the pressure like, oh my god, I'm playing against the greatest of all time, or is he gonna be like, I'm gonna bring it, man? And I definitely gonna can't wait for that game.
well, he has a great attitude, and that's one of the big things that I like about him. He has a great attitude of competition. I didn't never felt that with Carson Wentz. So, um, that's one of the things that I'm hoping that we get to see with him. They always say he's the first one in, last one out, all of the above. So, great teammate. So I'm just hoping that when he gets out there, he can show it. I didn't get the notification when you went
Yeah,
live.
I'm gonna check into that. I don't know, it should be giving the notifications out and stuff. That's kind of weird. I don't know, YouTube be acting kind of strange sometimes. I don't know, they trying to hold me down or something like that. But maybe
Yeah, just the trial and error, Nikki. Just trial
yeah.
and error. Figure it out though. But we want to make sure we give you the best material. So hopefully, throughout this season, it's still May. So hopefully throughout the season, you'll definitely be getting those notifications.
um maybe you have to hit the bell alert or something like that. I don't know. All right, so after Tampa, we got Raiders, and what you feeling about that? I'm feeling
Um,
I'm feeling the dub on the Raiders.
I am too. You know, that's no disrespect, but I'm never
Yeah,
at Carson. Carson,
Derek.
Derek Carr. Excuse me. I don't know why I said Carson. I never had that. He just doesn't scare me. He's never has, never will.
Right.
I think we've only played. How many times have we played Derek Carr? Once or twice?
Yeah, we played him before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Super Bowl year we played them, but then we
Even
played them before that. Which it's so funny that Nick Foles was our quarterback the last two times that we played the Raiders. No, was he? He wasn't the quarterback when Nick Foles threw them 7 touchdowns, was he?
yeah. No, no, no. No, I don't think so.
Okay, so yeah, we've only played Derek once then.
Yeah,
So
that's
this would be the second. This will be the second time if they don't trade for Aaron Rodgers. Wink, wink. I've been telling people that Aaron Rodgers is either going to Cleveland or Las Vegas. So I'm hoping that he's not there, but you know.
Yeah, so the Raider game is October
24th.
24th. That has been released by Clark, and I've seen that everywhere.
That is official.
That is for sure.
That's week 7.
Yeah, so I think we should be primed up by that Raider game. We should definitely know what this team is about when we go to Vegas. So I think we should be primed up right there. Because by then we should have worked out the kinks, the running back situation, who's in, who's out. Receiver situation should be, solid. Depending on what we're gonna do with Zach Ertz and Goddard, that's a tricky situation. I'm kind of hoping that they might have done like a deal where we can get somewhat of a formidable CB2 for Ertz and let Goddard right out, but who's to say, man? And the thing is that what worries me about Zach Ertz is that I don't want him to fall back and kind of feel like woe is me because I didn't get the contract somewhere else, and I don't want. It seemed like Zach kind of like fell off the wagon a little bit. I know the injury happened, but I don't want him to have that attitude because if you're going to stay here, hit that reset button. This is a new era for us. Don't bring the Wentz kind of woe is me kind of deal.
Yeah, and it's going to be weird because he's going to be. I think the Eagles are going to keep him. As you know, the double tight end sets and stuff like that. I know that this well, as a coordinator, he was with Indy, but from what I heard, that he runs them same type of sets. So I think we're going to keep him. We'll get a lot of money next year as far as our books is concerned. So there's a possibility he might be an Eagle for life. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. But like I said, I want him to come in with a new attitude.
Just be optimistic, Zach. That's all.
I got a new attitude.
Yeah, I get
okay,
you.
so after Raider game, we got what?
All right, so after the Raiders, we have, let's see, after the Raiders, we go and play Detroit, which I think is a win. But, I don't know what type of system that they're going to be running out there. So,
yeah, Jared Goff, head scratcher right there. You're right. That's a winnable game right there.
And then we go
in Detroit, right?
It's in Detroit. So then we come back home and we play the LA Chargers. I wish it was in LA, but it is not.
It's all right. It's okay. Chargers. That's gonna be a tough one.
I think so too.
Herbert is it's Herbert, right? Or
yep, it's Herbert.
Herbert definitely. He's got a good arm. He's seems like he's poised. And who's their wide receiver they got that's really good? I can't think of his name right now.
Wow.
I think he was injured. I can't. I'm drawing a blank right now. But
I am too. But he's one of the better receivers in the league. Right. I can't think of his name.
But he seems like he seems like he can definitely get like, you know how they have like the dynamic duo. So we got Jalen and Smith is gonna be like our dynamic duo, and it's gonna be I don't know, I can't think of his name, but Herbert and the wide receiver, they're stud out over there.
I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I hear his name all the time. It just left me for some reason.
Yeah. Then
So what
yeah,
do you think? We got a loss on that one? You feeling a loss?
that one I have a question mark for, because as much as people love Herbert, um, I'm not sold on Herbert yet. And so because I'm not sold on Herbert yet, I can't necessarily give an evaluation. He has games where he has shootouts with other quarterbacks, and then he has games where he just looked completely lost. But again, he was a rookie, and now we are getting an off season, um, of time, and but see, they're getting new coaching as well, and so that's a thing that I always, I don't know how that goes when it comes to that, because their coach was one of those. The last coach was a guy who was big on passing all the time. He didn't run the ball, so I don't know what their new coach is going to do. I'm not even aware of who their new coach is at the moment, but
Yeah, so they have a new coach, right?
yeah, they have a new coach. They got rid of what's the black guy name? I can't think of his name right now. Wow.
Yeah.
The timing of wanting to know names of these different people is the worst. But then if I'm in common conversation with somebody, like, yeah, the one guy. so um yeah, I got a question mark on that one. I can't necessarily tell you if that's a W or if it's an L. But yeah, that's a TBD. Probably towards maybe the first couple of weeks of the season, I probably will be more sure, just to kind of see where they're at, how they're moving. I could tell you, yeah, this is a better team, so we might take an L on it, but it's to be determined.
Hold on a second, Mike. Hey, Shaquan, make sure you approve StreamYard so I can put your name up here and give you a shout out, because right now it's just, if I put you up, it just says Facebook user. So approve them, click on it, because once you approve of it, then I can show your name and show you off, man. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and approve StreamYard so I can so you can be on the banner when you're saying something. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Nikki's just bringing the questions. She's on fire
We
today.
have a losing season. Do we spend our picks next year on a QB at the top of the first? Possibly. I mean, if there's somebody there to do, but it just kind of depends on if Jalen is not not the guy. But if Jalen's the guy and we just don't have the team, then we would just need to put that money and our picks into what is missing, in my opinion.
Yeah, here's the thing though. There's going to be a magic number, and I'll ask you about this, Mike. So the magic number for Jalen Hurts, what number of wins does he have to hit so we don't have to have the
8.
conversation?
Yeah, you don't even got to 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Give me
I'm
8.
kind of right there with you. I mean, because what Carson, I think he won 7 his rookie year. I mean, this still technically is his rookie year,
I
so
mean,
so to speak. It's because I can't go and say like definitely he's just a horrible quarterback and he's trash and all that, and I need to see more. And especially because we were so messed up. I mean, even like Jalen Rager, he's gonna get a shot. He's if Jalen Rager is somewhat formidable and can be like a solid 2, I mean, get ready for some good football. But if Jalen Rager is like a 3 and a 4, it's not going to be exciting because all you got to do is double up Devontae, and the other guys, they ain't really going to get the rock. And if they're dropping the ball, they ain't no threat. So Jalen, as much as Jalen, hold on, as much as Jalen is kind of like, I know he thinks fans are against him, and this, that, and the third. If he succeeds and he does well, this team is going to look awesome, man. It's going to look like the offense is going to be ready to go. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say that I think also too, if we can at least get what's the quarterback name in Arizona? If we could even get that particular promise, I would be, I would be fine with that. Even if we don't get the 8 wins. Does that make sense? So if we don't necessarily get 8 wins, then I'm fine with just him being Murray, excuse me. So I'm fine with him kind of building up from there and being that particular type of team to where we could do that, because Carson got chances based off the fact that our receivers couldn't even catch the ball. So he kept getting chance after chance after chance, even though he was getting hurt after hurt after hurt. So
hey Lauren, thank you for tuning into the show. Yes, I am definitely ready for the Hurt season. I'm definitely ready for that. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. She says Hurts to Smith is going to be McNabb to Owens version 2.0. Look at that. Minus the drama. I like it. I like it.
I hope so. That was great football at that time. You just knew as soon as McNabb threw that, it was over.
Yeah, man, I hate that dynamic duo just couldn't hold, man. That was, if you think about it, that was some real Batman and Robin issues, man. When Robin was trying to go for he wanted to be Batman, and they were really doing that whole Batman and Robin thing when they were real griping. But if they knew
what they had,
well, maybe they did know, but one just, I don't know. It's just a bad math problem or something that you can figure out.
It was battle of egos. It was, you had one guy that thought he was the best wide receiver in the league and he made the team better. And then you had another guy who has been holding it down the team, taking them to the conference finals every year, thinking he was the man, and he didn't have anybody around him. So it was just kind of like, oh, well, we made it to the Super Bowl. Who was the person who did it? So.
All right. So, okay, after Chargers, we got.
Let's see. So after Chargers, we have we got Denver. So we played Teddy again. Now that one is winnable. I just feel that the Eagles are a better team than Denver as of right now. But it literally an off season could make a team a lot better, but they're not. Denver seems like since Peyton Manning left, they just never been sure on their quarterback, and so because of that, I don't know. But again, I go back. A lot of people are not talking about it right now, but Aaron Rodgers is still unhappy in Green Bay, and Denver is one of the teams that he's rumored to possibly be traded to. So,
it's in Denver. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, it is in Denver because my friend, he's trying to get out there. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Let me get this comment real quick. Is someone going to be outside Devontae's house seeing if he's trying to get that weight up? You know what? He maybe we got to make us some Amber Rose, some nice Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah. What was his weight coming in at? Do you remember? Is it one?
It's at 170.
170. So at 170, Mike, from what you know, how realistic, like, what kind of weight gain is a possibility for Devontae? Can he get to 200? Do you think he can get to 2? No.
If he gets to 200, he's not going to be the same Devontae.
Well, okay, so that's too much. Okay, because I'm trying to calculate muscle with that.
The most that we're going to get him to gain is probably 180, 185. And 185 is pushing it. Because Deshaun Jackson, a lot of people don't even realize Deshaun Jackson wasn't that big in weight. And so he's around that particular realm of weight. And if he can at least give you that, we'll be solid.
Yeah, because yeah, that's actually, I gotta do my homework on that, because I want to find out if Deshaun, what was his, did he gain some weight? I think he might have put on a little bit of muscle, or he just pretty much stayed the same.
He pretty much stayed the same as far he did gain some muscle. You know how you get that grown man muscle as you get a little older,
right?
But he didn't gain too much. I think his max at one point was like 180. It affects your speed a lot, even with gaining muscle.
Because do you remember when Kobe Bryant, remember how his frame was in the beginning, and then he put on the muscle? Do you remember how much
he gained? 20 pounds in muscle.
Yeah, I was around that.
Yeah, but see, his frame is different, unfortunately, because of his height.
Right.
So his height is able to gather that, but because of how big, they got him at 6 foot, but I think he's about 5'11". Yeah, Nikki, it's at Denver. It's in Denver. So
yeah. Realistically, Mike, what should Devontae be? I mean, the coaching, the training is going to be on it. So, what do you really see possibly happening this year, where he's training? Do you see maybe a 5-pound gain? Realistically,
I see realistically a 5 pound. They're going to make him hit the weights big time in this off season. So by the time he actually signs that contract, they probably already got him doing it now. He's in the weight room. He's talking to specialists to figure out how that weight's going to, be able to be brought up. But they got him at 160, 165, 170. I seen multiple at 170, so that's the only reason why I kept it in that range of 170. But
she's saying he's $160.
Yeah. There's been
right
60. There's been reports of 165. It was funny because on ESPN when they were doing the draft, they said 165. And then on the NFL channel on the draft, they were saying 170. So, yeah, it's one of those. But yeah, I'm gonna try to finish out this because I'm gonna have to log out in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, because I gotta go get my daughter from school. But
all right, just finish the schedule real quick.
So I'm gonna finish the schedule. Yeah. So we got at Denver. And I told you with that one, that one I believe we're gonna win. New Orleans, they're gonna want that payback, and I'm not sure. It's at the end of the season, so I'm not sure where their mind frame of payback is going to be. And if their season is kind of trash without Drew Brees, then they won't even really care. So I'm going to say that that's a possible W. So now week 12, we're now about to play the Giants in the Meadowlands. That one is always a toss-up, so I can't give you a definitive answer on that one. It depends on what the Giants look like this year. Week 13, we get to play the Jets. I'm not too high on the Jets. I don't think they have anything, and that's even including the quarterback. Unless the quarterback shows me something different, that's a W. We have a bye week in week 14. Week 15, we're at home against the Washington football team. And so that one is going to be up in the air, but I will tell you this. I like how we looked against them at the end of the year with barely nobody walking. So, they got Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic is on and off, but if he's on early in the season, we'll probably get the off Fitzmagic towards the end. And we don't have Schwartz defense anymore. So Fitz always plays pretty good against Schwartz's defense. So week 16, we play the Giants at home. And I got a feeling we'll win that game. Seems like we always beat them at home. Week 17 at Washington. That's a toss up, depending on how they look. I'm not too. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid with Washington, so I'm them winning the division. That was because we let them win the division. Let's just keep that clear. And week 18 is at home against Dallas to end the season. So yeah.
When did we play Dallas the first time?
We played week 3 at their house on Monday Night Football.
I think we missed that one. I didn't write that.
Oh, okay.
That's our first division game.
That is our first division game. Yes.
And that when it's after KC.
It's after San Fran.
Oh, San Fran. Okay, yeah.
KC's week 4. Yeah.
How many Monday is it? Show how many Mondays? Is that our only Monday?
That shows our only Monday Night Football. I think because of the type of season we have, we only get one Monday night this year. So, well, I don't think we had more than one last year. So, the only thing that
sometimes we get two, sometimes.
Yeah, the only one that I don't have on here is a Sunday Night Football. And so, what I believe is going to happen is this year the NFL is going to start flexing these games more. So I think after week 4, they're going to start flexing the game. So if we have a Sunday Night Football, say week 12 against the Giants, we might not get that if we suck.
Right.
Or if the Giants suck, that game gets flexed to a daytime game. So they're going to start taking all the primetime games and start flexing them. But every team is going to be guaranteed a particular Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football earlier in the season for ratings purposes. But they're going to start flexing Sunday Night Football and then prime games that are like in the afternoon and stuff like that to kind of make them more prime time.
Man, it's exciting, man. It's exciting, man. So, so it's going to be released at 5 p.m. So we'll see what we do. I'll probably maybe go live tomorrow or something like that. Go over, the facts. See how close Mike, Big Mike's insight. He's getting from Adam Shefty.
I hope so, man.
Big Mike, Adam Shefty, like this, getting all the texting going on. Just kidding. But man, this has been fun, man. This is we're gonna definitely do this more. Thank you for giving the insight. Everything you said. This has been a great green room. Thank you for everybody that has been watching and listening to us, crazy Eagle fans, just talk football and talk about life a little bit. There's gonna be more to come. I got some stuff coming in. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel. I got more giveaways to come out. I'm waiting for my Reggie White to come in. I'm going to get some more cool West Coast things. I got stuff coming from Mexico. Like I got this, it's like this Tiki Eagle thing. And at the bottom, it's like the beer opener. It looks real fresh. One of the guys I know, he gets all his stuff from Mexico and then he sells it. So I love seeing different Eagle stuff made. Like I'm a big fan. I'm sort of a nerd when it comes to like custom Eagle things, like even like, I get my bat. I'm in love with my bat. I don't know if you've seen this bat, but
yeah,
man,
I've seen it several times.
The camera, the photo don't do justice, man, but this thing's nice. I'm gonna have some skateboards being made custom. So I'm gonna do like a West Coast Birds, logo on that with the lowrider paint. They're expensive, but it's just something unique, man. It's like just to give people different things and seeing different stuff. Especially, who really has a lowrider paint on the bat? This is the first time you did
that. I like the what's the what's the name that you wear too? The
poncho.
Yeah, man, that's dope.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get some more ponchos. He does got the green and gray and then I think he doesn't. I think he's out of the green and whites, which is my personal favorite. What I am looking for one is like a I want to do, I want it to be like, you know how when we have the blackout games, I'm looking for like my blackout poncho. You know, like
Yeah.
that's the one I'm really looking for, especially because we have. And I hope the NFL takes notice and they bring back the Kelly green uniforms. I see different teams getting new uniform. I don't see why we can't have one retro year of Kelly green. Like I love the Kelly green color. It's like I don't know how we don't have that as a game. You know, like I don't understand NFL. Come on.
It's coming. Trust me, it's coming. They're looking at it as if they got to make more money. So if they can get that going, they're definitely gonna get it going. So
Hey Mike, real quick before you leave, when did you say the full capacity was going to be in Philly?
June 11th is Philadelphia is going to open back up. So the Eagles announced that they're going to be at full capacity starting week 2, which is the first home game against San Fran. And yeah, all of this, you guys, you could Google. I promise you, this is not no disclaimer. So,
Yeah.
to where you gotta wait for the official info. But no, that's all regular info. You can look it up.
So I'll be doing the next giveaway will be on Friday. I'll now just check my YouTube. I'm gonna put hashtag giveaway or something like that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna give away this Friday yet, and definitely be getting some cool stuff. Probably be getting some jerseys in. Kids ruined my figure. I don't fit in my D-Jacks anymore. So yeah, so stay tuned. I do put it in the title when I'm doing the giveaways. Please like and share so we can grow. The more that I grow, the more cool stuff I'm gonna be giving out because it doesn't work without you guys. You guys are the fans. You guys are the Bird Gang, and that's how we roll. So, all right, Mike. This was definitely fun, man. I appreciate you spending some time and.
Yeah, likewise. I appreciate you bringing me on, man. I really do.
So tell the kids what's up. Tell the wife I said hi, and go handle that work, man.
Go Birds.
All right, peace. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. There's more streams to come. There's gonna be a lot more for the Birdman and the show. My backdrop. I'm gonna be really working hard. I'm gonna change that up. I'm thinking about actually painting this wall, doing some cool stuff with it, and then you guys could see all my Eagles not my merch, but all my Eagle stuff that I've collected. And I just want to thank you guys and stay tuned, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate it. Everybody who left a comment, and Daniel, I did see your go Colts, and it's funny that Carson went over there. So the Colts fans, you have the baggage now. Our baggage is gone. We got Jalen Hurts. Peace.